Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Bud might stop Canelo. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Bozy Ennis, the trainer and father of Jerron Ennis, and also the trainer of Andy Cruz, has come out and gave a prediction on the Canelo Alvarez-Terence Crawford fight. He picks Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez, and he lists a few reasons. He favors Terence Crawford to beat Canelo because he can box, and he's a very smart fighter. He doesn't waste punches, but he also gave some advice on how he believes he should beat Canelo. He states that he should hit Canelo and then immediately tie him up and consistently do that throughout the fight. He also states that he believes that Terence Crawford might stop Canelo Alvarez. Now, those two statements make no sense. So how are you going to be hugging and trying to tie up Canelo Alvarez all night, but at the same time, he might knock out Canelo? I really don't understand the logic in what he's saying. Think about this. Terence Crawford couldn't even knock out or hurt Israel Madrimov. Israel Madrimov never even tasted the canvas. He was never even close to being knocked out or hurt in the fight. So the fact that he said he's going to knock out Canelo Alvarez might stop him. I mean, that seems very, very far-fetched and delusional, to be honest with you. And how are you going to stop Canelo Alvarez if you're focused on excessive holding the entire fight? He told Bud that he should focus on excessive and deliberate holding to avoid fighting the entire fight. So how do you end up knocking out Canelo? You hit, you hug. You hit, you hug. You hit, you hug. That doesn't make any sense. And Canelo Alvarez is far too smart of a fighter to fall for that. He's also far too strong to allow that to happen. Now, what's interesting is that people must think Canelo Alvarez is a moron. They must think he's an idiot. They must think he's a dummy, that he can't figure out basic things like guys trying to tie him up, hugging and hold him. I mean, Canelo Alvarez has seen this time and time again, and he's beat it every time. So I find it very interesting that his game plan for Terence Crawford is excessive and deliberate holding to avoid actual fighting with Canelo Alvarez. That's crazy to me. It sounds like you're saying you don't believe Terence Crawford can take a punch from Canelo. That's what it sounds like. But at the same time, you're making it sound like that Canelo can't take a punch from Terence Crawford. I'm not understanding his logic in this. And if Bud Crawford did implement this game plan in excessive, deliberate holding to avoid fighting throughout the fight, you know what comes with that, right, Bozy? Warnings, point deductions, and eventually disqualification. So do you want Bud to lose the fight by point deductions, warning, disqualification, and he will lose respect of fans worldwide fighting like a coochie? It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, Bozy, but you're not making any sense.